This is help with special right triangles. In this video, we're just going to look at the 45, 45, 90 triangle. In the 45, 45, 90 triangle, the ratio of sides is always the same. Across from 45 degrees, we'll label as A. So here's also A. Across from 90 degrees is the length A times the square root of 2. So if I look at my first problem, I'm given the side across from 45 degrees, which is same as saying the side A. So I know A equals 9. I don't need to solve, I don't need to get A by itself, so from here we just go through and plug in numbers. So again, I know the side across from 45 degrees is A, but now I know A equals 9. So the length of this side is 9. I know across from 90 degrees is the side A times the square root of 2. So I'm going to replace A with the 9, and this length is 9 times the square root of 2. So that was a basic problem. Moving on to the next one, I again have the side across from 45 degrees. The side across from 45 degrees is considered A. So A equals the square root of 2. So now I need to go around and label the other sides. Across from 45 degrees is again just the A. So in this case it's the square root of 2. Across from 90 degrees is A root 2. So instead of A, I substitute in the square root of 2 times the square root of 2, and then I simplify from there. Square root of 2 times square root of 2 is the square root of 4. The square root of 4 equals 2. So the side across from 90 degrees has a length of 2. One more. This time I'm given the side across from the 90-degree angle. I know that across from 90 degrees is A times the square root of 2, and so I'm going to set that equal to 10. From here I need to solve to figure out what A is. So I'm going to do the work over here. A times the square root of 2 equals 10. To get A by itself, I'm going to divide both sides by the square root of 2. So I'm left with A on this side equals 10 over the square root of 2. We cannot have square roots or radicals in the denominator, so we need to rationalize the denominator. So we're going to multiply numerator and denominator by the radical that's in the denominator, in this case the square root of 2. 10 times the square root of 2 is just 10 root 2. Square root of 2 times square root of 2 is the square root of 4. I can't simplify the numerator, but I can simplify the denominator. Square root of 4 is 2. And then if I look back at my fraction, 10 is divisible by 2. So 10 divided by 2 is 5 times the square root of 2. So that means A equals 5 root 2, and now I can go through and label my other sides. Across from 45 is just A, which is 5 root 2. Across from 45 again is A, so 5 root 2. And that's how you find the other sides of a 45, 45, 90 triangle.